What's going on, everybody? Ken and Hotep back at it again with another one on this rainy Thursday. Rainy Thursday. It's almost 61 degrees today. I was like, damn, okay, all right. You know what I mean? Anyway, Hotep Thursday, tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. Hotep's been told you on Hotep Jesus YouTube channel, HBTY Pod on Kick, Be There or Be Square, the greatest podcast in the land. Where all your favorite YouTubers and commentators and all that other stuff get their takes from. They be lurking. They be lurking. They be lurking in this chat. You know what I mean? But, I digress. They be lurking in this chat too. After that, around 10:30-ish, whenever Uncle HJ decide to stop talking, it's the after party with yours truly, Ken Hotep. Ken and Hotep on YouTube, Rumble, X, and Kick. Come check it out, man. Hoteps is the best thing going on social medias. The best thing going on any streaming platform. We tell you what it is, how it is, and where it is. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. We got some of the best takes you'll ever hear on the net. Anyway. RIP to Jean Hackman and his wife. That's some strange, bizarre shit. I don't know what happened with that shit. They said they found his wife, his wife, and the dog dead. Now, I don't know if there was foul play. What's up, Josh? I don't know if there was some foul play at hand. I don't know if he killed him, but he's 95. I can't see him really getting away with that shit. I think his wife was 63, and the dog, just an innocent bystander. I don't know what happened. I don't know if this was like a crime of passion, if Jean Hackman took his family out, if his wife took them out. I don't know. Carbon monoxide poisoning. We don't know. But all we know is Jean Hackman, his wife, and the dog found dead in their New Mexico home. Some sad shit. Jean Hackman was one of my favorite actors, man. He was a really good actor. You know what I mean? French Connection, Superman. What's the movie with Will Smith? Shit. The movie where he was fucking wanted. Some Big Brother shit. I can't remember what it was called. Great movie though. Gene Hackman was in that. So it's sad. JR said could have been similar to that Chris Benoit incident. Yeah, but he 95. You know what I mean? Like he 95. I didn't know Gene Hackman was that old. I didn't know Gene Hackman was 95 years old, yo. I didn't know that Gene Hackman was up there like that. I know the dog got it too, yo. I don't know. They saying that they're ruling out foul play right now, but I'm like, really? Should you rule out foul play? Something don't seem right. But I guess we'll find out more about it. This comes on the heel of Michelle Trachtenberg, found dead in her house or her condo. They said she was fresh off a liver transplant. I think there's some rumors swirling that she might have drank herself into an early grave. These Disney and Nickelodeon kids, they all fucked up. I'm not saying, I don't know if she had some issues or if maybe she, her liver transplant was a byproduct of her drinking. I don't know. But she was found dead in her condo. Now Gene Hackman. Interesting. Makes me wonder what's going on out here in Hollywood, yo. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Anyway. Pam Bondi says that I'm going to say it again, some of the Epstein files to be released today. And I'll say, I won't hold my breath. I won't hold my breath. You know what I mean? It's just, and I say that because maybe they do release some things, but I think it's going to be some inconsequential shit. Like I said yesterday, they're going to we probably get some flight logs, right? Now, on the surface, the flight logs seem fantastic, right? The flight logs seem fantastic. Like, yeah, we get to see who was on that motherfucking plane, who was on that Lolita Express, but at the same time, you can't indict a motherfucker for riding on a plane. You know what I mean? You can't indict a motherfucker riding on the plane. Like, yeah, I was on this plane. I ain't know what the fuck he was doing though. I was on the plane, but I ain't know that shit was going down. You know, they can cop a plea. You know, plausible deniability, especially because you know he can't corroborate anything. You know what I mean? Um, I don't think we get any names. I think whatever's getting released, Congress and Santa washed it, sanitized that shit. You know, now it makes sense to not give out the victims' names. It makes a whole lot of sense to not give out the names of the victims. So they're saying it was over 250 victims or something like that of Epstein and his cohorts. Um, I get like making sure that they're not, doxxed or whatever, but at the same time, we need to know some more shit. We need to know what was happening, right? So not only who was on the plane, but what the fuck happened on that plane. We need some cooperations and some stories. Yeah, such and so he was on the plane and he was trying to stick a toe in some girl coochie. Like we need to know what the fuck was up. We need to know the deviant behavior. You know what I mean? Because these people need to be outed. They need to be shamed in the public square. They need to be shamed in the public square. Now, I get it. Like even with being on the list, that still comes with a little bit of shame. It's like, yo, he was on that plane how many times? Now that could also be a telling factor is how many times those people were on the plane. Like if he was Bill Clinton and he was on that plane 27 times, then it's like, yeah, he was doing some shit. That nigga was going back like a strip club. You know what I mean? Now if somebody was on the plane once, maybe twice, you know, still investigate that shit, but more than likely, maybe he just was like cool with him and they just caught a ride from someplace to someplace. I don't know. But if you was on that motherfucker, I'm gonna say if you was on that motherfucker 3, 4 times or more, you was up to something. You was up to something, right? We need a full breakdown, a full debriefing of what's in that Epstein, what's in those Epstein, what's it called? I don't want to call them files. Well, I guess we could say files. We need a full breakdown what's in those files. We need a full breakdown like the Twitter files. What was in those files? What they found? Who they found doing what? We don't need to see no video, right? We say, all right, look, maybe some still shots of some guys in some rooms with some blurred out young ladies or something like that. But we don't need to see no video, hear no audio. We just need to know what the fuck happened, who was doing what. But we're gonna see what happens with what they release. I just got a feeling that what they're gonna release today will be of no consequence to anybody, and I don't like that. I don't like that. It's too much of a tease. We need to out these people, and we need to get them out of our society. Period. Full stop. What's up, Haram? Haram Life in the building. We need to get them out of our society. Period. Full stop. Now, could this whole thing be there we go. Could this whole thing be a what's it called? A distraction? Yeah, it probably could be a distraction. I don't know. It could definitely be a distraction. Um, there is no timeline on when they're going to release this. Now, I'm just going to guess that if they're going to release it today, they're going to want this to go until tomorrow. So I'm going to say prime time. I'm going to say we're going to get something around 8 o'clock. Right? I'm going to say we're going to get some shit around 8 o'clock, somewhere around that time, some prime time. So that shit goes into the news cycle for the morning and into the weekend. Because I think this shit they're also not only going to give us this little bit of a bone that they're going to throw us, but it's going to be a distraction from something else. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? You know, that sound about right? Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just because it's Thursday, right? Now, if they was going to do this shit like tomorrow, shit at noon tomorrow, and that shit going to go right through into the weekend. But if they're going to say today, I'm going to say around some prime time, 8 o'clock, something like that. So be on the lookout for that shit to come out this evening. Um, I don't think they're going to do it this afternoon. I'm gonna say this evening. Um, Protocol said they killed Lex Luthor. Yeah, Gene Hackman played Lex Luthor in Superman. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. This Epstein shit, I just feel like now they're just going to start to hold this shit over the American public's head as a distraction. So whenever they need to distract from some real important shit, they'll just give us a little bit of the list. But I don't want to see that shit all redacted out. Like, protect the names of the innocent victims. But whoever the perpetrators were, whoever the deviants were, their names to be fucking underlined in bold of who they were, what they were alleged to do. That's what we want to see. On such and so date, such and so congressperson or actor or whatever boarded the plane at such and so time, landed in fucking pedophile island at this time. It is documented per video footage or corroborated with video footage of said congressperson or public figure or celebrity doing said heinous act with young minor. And just that's all we need. We just need that. And then you go fucking lock their asses up. You fucking march them out in the fucking public square, giving them the old proverbial tar and feather, and take their asses to jail. Now, Emmanuel made a point yesterday when we were talking about this that they already done locked up some billionaires over this shit, right? Like I said, the Abercrombie and Fitch owner, the CEO, him and his 3 friends who was trafficking children since 2008, they got. Les Wexner, he got. You know what I mean? It's a couple other billionaires. Ed Buck got before all the shit was coming out. He was fucking drugging black kids and fucking raping them. Pause, and sorry to say that out loud. You know. It's sad, It's a sad fact of reality. I wonder, and sometimes I wonder, right? Remember, because it went by the wayside real fast. What was his name? Anthony Weiner. Remember that? Remember Anthony Weiner's laptop? Y'all remember that? Remember that the police officer said when they looked at his laptop, they fucking wept. Like they said that shit was hard to look at. Anthony Weiner's laptop. What's her name? The chick that was running Hillary's whole campaign, Anthony Weiner's wife. Like they said that shit was crazy. I wonder if all of that shit kind of goes hand in hand with what was going on with Epstein. Because they swept that Anthony Weiner shit right under the fucking rug. Yeah, that's what I heard. Allegedly, some of them ended their lives. I'm wondering if they ended their lives or did somebody make it look like they ended their lives. You know what I mean? Like maybe they were scared they was going to talk. No Toe says limited hangout. It was always a limited hangout. They can't release files exposing their closest ally. Woo! Don DeMarco for that one. They'll give you some street runners and celebrity names. That's my guess, and that's what I was saying yesterday on the afternoon stream. No Toes. I agree with you there, right? I think this is gonna be so heavily redacted, there ain't gonna be no point. And the names they do give us, it'll be of no consequence to anything substantial. It's just a lot of shit, man. Like I guarantee it. Like the Wiener shit. Pause. The missing Haiti children through the Clinton Foundation. Remember the Clinton Foundation with their the lady that was running that foundation? She got caught trafficking kids from Haiti. I forgot her name. That shit got swept under the fucking rug. Then you got this Abercrombie and Fitch dude with their trafficking since 2008. That shit fucking was like, they talked about that for 2 seconds and got that shit out of the news cycle. All that shit got to go hand in hand. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I think Epstein was a useful idiot. I think Epstein was a useful idiot. I think he got caught doing some deviant shit that he wasn't supposed to be doing, and allegedly, we'll say Mossad, we'll say allegedly because I want to stay on YouTube, snatched his ass up and gave him a handler. And his handler was who? None other than Ghislaine Maxwell. And the reason why I say Ghislaine Maxwell was his handler because Ghislaine Maxwell's father, Terry Maxwell, was the first fucking Epstein. He was found butt naked floating next to his fucking yacht in Italy. Now all of a sudden his daughter is tangled up in the same stuff that her father was doing? Nah. Ghislaine Maxwell picked up where her father left off, and they found a useful idiot in Epstein, and she was his handler. The wealth and the money and the assets and the properties that Epstein had were not his, allegedly. This is all conjecture and speculation on my part, YouTube. Okay? I don't think it's plane. I don't think that island. I don't think that brownstone in Brooklyn, wherever the fuck it was, I don't think any of that was his. I think that belonged to Mossad or, the Charlie Indigo Alpha here, CIA. I think that he was a complete asset for both of those agencies, and he was made to catch powerful people in compromising situations so that we have some leverage over them. That was his job. And I think that Ghislaine Maxwell was Kaiser Sose. She was Kaiser Sose. She was playing the useful idiot all the while she was the mastermind behind the whole situation on behalf of a government faction. Epstein died or was killed or whatever they did with him because they didn't need him no more, and he was just a pawn. However, Ghislaine Maxwell, she's no pawn. She know where all the bodies is buried because she put them there. That's what I think. And I think the reason why she went through her little public trial and now she's in jail. She back over there and she back over there in the land of the chosen people, where she's somewhere chilling. She not in jail because she's an asset. She's somebody's asset. She was made to do that stuff. Somebody's operative, and now she's in the wind. She is in the wind. Like that guy Ryan, whatever his name was, who allegedly tried to take Trump out at Mar-a-Lago, or at Trump's international golf course. What the fuck happened to him? We heard nothing more about that because he's an asset. Golden Hours about Maxwell's father? Probably, because they said a lot of those James Bond movies. They said a lot of those James Bond movies were they were based around real events, real things that happened. So I could see that. I think it's common knowledge, Mike. I think it's very common knowledge, but I think a lot of the normies out here don't think that. I think a lot of the normies think he was out here acting on his own agency, on his own on behalf, trying to be a power-hungry oligarch, when that's not the case. I don't think that's the case, at least. Yeah, John McAfee definitely got swept under the radar. He got murdered, and they ain't say shit else about John McAfee. They ain't say shit else about John McAfee. But don't expect too much from this Epstein list that's coming out, guys. Like, my expectations are low. Period, full stop. I think they're using this as a distraction. This will be in the news cycle until all through the weekend, especially tomorrow and Saturday or whatever. It's like, well, especially tomorrow, because Saturday, Sunday, it's kind of like the news is day off, kind of, sort of, unless some crazy major shit happens. But a lot of wild shit happened over the weekend. So you give people some bait for the weekend, some shit to talk about, then what's really going on happens, and then nobody's the wiser. Nobody's the wiser. Shit is wild. But yeah, Epstein was the useful idiot. Ghislaine Maxwell is the real mastermind, guys. I'm sorry. She is not some innocent woman, or she is not some she is not a co-conspirator. She is the main one. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's why she's still alive. Hold on. What is this? The government don't work on weekends, dummy. We got a moron calling me a dummy, claiming that the government don't work on weekends. Shut the fuck up. You are the most retarded motherfucker in the chat right now. Government don't work on weekends. Nigga, that's when all the ops happen, is on the fucking weekend, you dickhead. The government don't work on weekends. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? They always do shit in the weekend when nobody's paying attention. No, Epstein, I'm not saying he wasn't smart. He just wasn't in charge. You know what I mean, JR? He just wasn't in charge. I'm not saying he wasn't a smart man. I think he got caught in a compromising situation and his ass was taken advantage of. He got caught and they used his ass as a tool to get what they needed to get done. And Ghislaine was the one to make sure he got that shit done. They worked the week to carry out the ops on the weekend. Yeah, 24/7, 365, exactly. Another nigga to deport, bro. Oh man, hit that like button, guys. We got 42 people in the building. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I'm trying to get the 5,000 subs. Say 2,000. I'm trying to get the 5,000 subs, guys. I'm trying to get the 5,000 subs. I've been shadow banned for too long by YouTube. Now I'm starting to get some traction. I need to take advantage of that shit. You want to donate to the channel? $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App is the best way to do so. Every little bit of money you guys donate goes right back into the channel, guys. I'm working on a shirt and a hoodie. I'm working on a shirt and a hoodie. I got some prototypes that I've been wearing like early on that I'm ready to start going ahead and putting out there and letting you guys purchase, to help support the channel. You know what I mean? It's gonna be fun. I'm working on something dope for the grifties though. I'm working on some dope shit for the grifties. Stay tuned. I'm working on some dope shit for the grifties. Stay tuned on that. I'm just trying to perfect the design, and then once I get the design, I'm gonna rock it. I'm gonna bring HJ and Unk One Pro. I'm gonna bring you one, yo. Strong Dad. I'm gonna bring Strong Dad one. Taylor. I'm gonna bring Taylor one. Yeah. So we'll see, but it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. I'm working on some shit. They gave Jeff his burn notice. Yeah. Yeah, they gave him the burn notice when they was done with that nigga, yo. So, like I said, don't be too optimistic, or don't get your hopes up too high about whatever's going to come out in these releases that they're allegedly going to do today. Everybody's going to be talking about it. Because I mean, it is news. Whatever it is going to be news. You know what I mean? And everybody's going to be talking about it, but I don't have any faith that it's going to be something substantial and eye-opening, we'll say. Because I think a lot of the people that's going to be compromised that's on that list are people that are in power today all over the world, a lot of influential celebrities and rich folks and all this other stuff. Like that's just my thing. And those people are still alive, right? Like I told y'all before, I think that they would give us the JFK list, the actual unredacted JFK files before they give us the real Epstein shit, because everybody in the JFK situation is probably dead already. Is anybody still alive from the JFK assassination attempt? Is anybody of consequence still alive for that shit? No, I don't think so. I feel like I feel like Bush Senior was the last one, and he gone. Because we all know Bush Senior found the quote unquote magic bullet. That shit was in pristine condition. That shit was in pristine condition. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, you're right, Mike. That's a good question, right? And that's the thing. Like, so, like I'm always telling you guys, yo, watch for the hook. Watch for the hook. So when they release these files, be on the lookout for other obscure news that they're not reporting on. You know who's really good at that? Dabu Seven. Dabu Seven. DAHBOO7. Salute to him. Dabu Seven. I've been watching Dabu Seven for a while. I've been tuning into his shit since like 2014, 2015. Dabu Seven. He pretty good at catching the news that nobody else is catching. And I try, because he's pretty good at it. I try to do the same thing. Like I'm not as good as him when it comes to that shit, but I try to catch the news nobody's talking about as well. Um, HJ Hotep Jesus is pretty good at it. Unks, we all pretty good at it, but Dabu Seven usually, like, he'll be like the first alarm for a lot of the shit. Like, damn, that shit really went down. Like, oh shit, I didn't even see that. You know. So yeah, but you always gotta watch for the hook. You always gotta watch for the hook. Again, we got 49 people in the building. Let's get them likes up. Can I get 49 likes? Let's help me beat this algorithm's ass. Be fantastic. 9/11, Oklahoma City, Epstein, JFK, all the same people. Yes, one of the. I agree. We all know it's all the same people. You know what I mean? We've went into detail with the Oklahoma City shit. Officer Yakey, we talked about Officer Yakey and what happened to him allegedly, and the shit that he's seen. We know that there was another person in that fucking Penske truck with Kaczynski. You know what I mean? They set Kaczynski up. He got the hell up out of there, but he ain't have no fucking tag on the car. And so I was like, well, I'm not having a tag on the car. They knew which one to pull over because there was no tag there. You know, yeah. We already know what 9/11 was about. You know, I'm building 7 and over when it comes to that shit. Like, we know about the JFK shit. We know what happened. We know what happened. Still alive in prison? You think James Comey about to sing? He weak. I'm not going to disagree with you. That is a weak man. James Comey is a weak man, and I tend to agree with you. He ain't trying to go. He ain't trying to go to jail. His ass gonna snitch. He gonna fucking sing like a canary. You right. You might be right about that. You know. You know. Shit is crazy. It was the Alex Jones documentary. Which one? What you talking about? Which Alex Jones documentary? You know, you got so many of them. Here go another one to be deported pro. If Trump was involved in any way, shape, or form in any of the deviant behavior that was going on Epstein's island or plane, You don't think that they would have brought that shit out fucking immediately? They had all of that information in the palm of their hands. You don't think they would have? They don't. Everybody hates Trump, right? Everybody hates Trump. I never seen so many people not like him. So do you really think that if they had a smoking gun on Trump doing some crazy shit with Epstein, that they wouldn't use it? Trump wouldn't be the president right now if they had anything on him regarding Epstein. Period. Full stop. You're ridiculous. Oh, okay. See, Bowman. No, I was we went through the. I ain't see the. I didn't see Alex Jones joint. The Corbett report. The Corbett report is pretty fucking. He's the OG, triple OG. YouTube got him out of there. So like, you can go to corbettreport.com. He got so much shit on there. I just remember that was the first time I ever seen it. That was like years ago. This before I even started YouTube. And I remembered it like, yo, what's right? Yo, Corbett report did some shit on Oklahoma City. That shit is real suspect. Yeah, they would have used that shit instead of the Russia shit. They'd have used that shit instead of the Ukraine shit trying to impeach him. If Trump was involved in any of that shit on Epstein, which has already been debunked, then yeah. And I'm not saying if Trump was involved in that shit, no, that nigga need to go to jail, but it's not. It's not the case. So you got a million people, they see a picture with Trump with his arm around Epstein, like, oh my God, look, he's involved. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, it's like Diddy, right? You got some people that hung out with Diddy, but they wasn't a part of Diddy parties. They didn't know what the fuck Diddy was doing. They might have knew Diddy. They took a photo out with Diddy because it's Diddy. Just like Epstein, you know, oh shit, there go Donald Trump. Can I get a picture, Mr. Trump? You know what I mean? Shit like that. But they don't know what the fuck they doing behind the scenes. So, again, if Trump was involved in any way, shape, or form in any of that deviant behavior, that nigga would have been out the paint years ago. They tried everything. They even tried to kill this nigga in order for him not to be the president. You don't think that if they had some incriminating evidence that he was out here fucking with little girls and boys and shit like that on Epstein Island, that they wouldn't have used that shit to get him out? Come on. You guys are ridiculous. All right, I get it. You don't like Trump. That's cool. But fucking be honest about it. Be smart about it. Y'all just grasping at straws. Y'all motherfuckers got some torn rotator cuffs with all that fucking reaching y'all be doing. I'll tell you. No, he wasn't there diddling kids. If he was there diddling kids, that nigga would not be the president. They'd have threw that shit out there immediately. They'd have fucking threw that fucking grenade out there fast. They tried everything to get this nigga out the paint. That's the easiest way to get him out the paint if it was something there. That's the funny part. That's the crazy part. Yeah, from Florida to Bedminster. Yeah, from Florida to he admitted to it. Trump said, "Yeah, I was in Florida. He gave me a ride back to Jersey, and that was it." Trump said it, and then on top of that, it's well documented apparently, that Trump had a falling out with this nigga because he tried to fuck one of his workers, underage kid at Mar-a-Lago. Trump kicked that nigga out of Mar-a-Lago and said, if I see you again, it's on sight. Like, that shit's well documented. You know what I mean? I don't care who you are. You fucking with kids, I can't fuck with you. So if it was some shit there and Trump was out there fucking with kids, I can't fuck with Trump. I don't care. Nah, but it ain't there. It ain't there. So, anyway. I don't know, like, if you had all right, so let's just say the list came out. Who would you guys expect to see on that list? Whose name would be on that list and you'd be like, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. And that's excluding Bill Clinton and you know, Diddy and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, who? Prince Harry or whoever the fuck it was that was at like the brownstone with the girl. Like, if the list came out today, whose name would be on that bitch and you'd be like, I could see that. Obama, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Biden, I can see Biden. I can see Biden on that list. John Legend. You know what? Probably. I still want to know what him and his wife was talking about when she was like, when they said, what's the freakiest place you ever had sex?" And she said, "Remember that thing at the Obamas?" And he looked at her like, "Bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up." Y'all remember that? He was like, "Yo, what's the freakiest place you had sex?" She said, "You remember that thing at the Obamas?" And he looked at her and he was like, "Bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up." Hey, yo, that shit was crazy. Oh man, it could very well be Beyonce, R. Kelly, Dr. Fauci, George Clooney. I can't discount none of that. I can't discount none of that. You got a list years ago. I remember there was a list circling like a few years back. I didn't know what to make of it though. Adam Sandler, I don't know. Holden, I don't know. Adam Sandler. Something tell me I wouldn't. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I don't think we would see Adam Sandler's name on that list. Let me take that back. If we saw Adam Sandler's name on the list, I think we would see Adam Sandler's name on the list like one time, but not to Pedophile Island. I don't know. I could be wrong. It's just something about Adam Sandler that make me seem like Adam Sandler be on the up and up for the most part. Lady Gaga, 1000%. Jim Carrey, yeah, yeah. Zuckerberg, 100%. What's up, Rudy? I hit a bird. I ain't no goddamn bird. Chris Tucker is on the list, allegedly. I remember the list I saw a couple of years ago. I'm not gonna say years on the list. The list I saw a couple of years ago that they, I guess there was some screenshots of a ledger. Chris Tucker was on that. Chris Tucker was on that. Now I don't know how legit that list was, but he was on that particular list. That'd be interesting. So Will Smith, I wouldn't discount it. I wouldn't discount it. Kevin Hart, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, maybe. Something tell me that I put Kevin Hart in the same category with Adam Sandler. They might have been on the list or the flight logs, but I don't think they did no deviant shit. But I could be wrong. It's just something about Oprah, yes. Steven Spielberg, yes. Tom Hanks, yes. Madonna, yes. 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 And I'm talking like did some deviant shit. Because like, all you need is one, right? What I mean by that is let's just say I want to be an influential individual, right? Yeah, it was a list that was floating around above all of. Yeah, it was like a few, but I was like, I just never knew what to make of that list because you know how people like to just start making shit up. And be like, oh yeah, I got this, and don't be a thing. But you know, Ellen, yes, I think Ellen's on that list. I think Ellen's on that list. But like I was saying, you only think so. Say for example, if I want to be an influential person, right, and I'm able, like, I just got to meet one, just fucking star. I need to meet one star, one person that's got a bunch of influence, right? Like, let's say I don't know, I meet Jay Z. Let's just say I meet like Jay Z or somebody, right? And I'm like, hey, yeah, so look, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to have this party. You think you can promote this party for me? I got a couple of dollars I can pay you or whatever. And Jay-Z promote that. But hey, yo, I'm about to be at this party with my man Cannon Hotep. Yo, y'all swing through. Boom, here come everybody. Everybody coming to the party because Jay-Z said come to the party. I think that's how that shit started with them. You catch one of them. You just get one of them. All right, I need you to sound the horn. Tell people it's gonna be lit. Meet at this fucking marina. You're gonna get on this boat, or meet at this airport. You're gonna get on this plane, and you're gonna come to this island, and it's gonna be lit. Fun to be had. You know what I mean? And then that's what happened. And then when they get there, it's a lot of temptation happening, a lot of shit going on. And next thing you know, you done got caught up in some shit you shouldn't have been caught up in. Now you in too goddamn deep. Now they own your dumb ass because they got you on camera getting some fucking little kid to suck your toes or some shit. Some crazy ass ridiculous shit. Then it's just a snowball effect. It's like catch one, catch all. Y'all remember that game, Catch One, Catch All? Or is that too like hood for y'all? Catch One, Catch All was like it started off as one person, right? It'd be like a neighborhood full of kids, and I'm way too far over. It's like it started out. It's a neighborhood full of kids, right? And then y'all all do your little cut sausages out. My mother and your mother was hanging up clothes, shit, and then y'all whittle it all the way down to one person who it, and that one person who it got to catch everybody else. But as you catch people, the people that you catch help you catch everybody else until it ain't nobody else to be caught. It was like one big game of catch one, catch all. Prince Andrew, oh, we already know Prince Andrew ass was on that list. Prince Andrew then got caught. Before the Epstein list, there was the fucking Maxwell list. You know what I mean? For the Epstein list, there was the Maxwell list, the Terry Maxwell list. I wouldn't put it past all the Wolf. I wouldn't put it past them. The Queen probably had some little young fucking dude doing nasty shit to her. Wait till Diddy start dropping names. I think Diddy burned too. OJ Simpson. Oh yeah, he had to been. I think Diddy got his burn notice too. Pharrell, maybe, maybe. Frazzle Drip, Pizzagate, John Podesta. That shit was wild. That bring back some fucking yeah. That's when I really started like researching shit. This is before me getting on YouTube and Twitter and all that other stuff. I gotta get a haircut. I gotta get a fucking haircut. I look crazy. I ain't got shit in my hair or nothing. But yeah, this is before. Yeah, you're right. Remember the dude that came all the way from North Carolina with the gun to Comet Ping Pong Pizza, only to shoot at the fucking closet door? Come to find out, he got an IMDb, and the door he just so happened to shoot at had a server in it, and all this other stuff. And they called it Pizzagate to like discredit the whole movement or to discredit the whole investigation. They called it Pizzagate for that shit that sounds silly as fuck. That's what they did. They called it Pizzagate for it to sound silly as fuck, and people to look at this shit like, get out of here. You know what I mean? But that shit was really some shit. That shit was really some shit. John Podesta with all that creepy ass fucking artwork in his house, right? They were talking about the artwork in Epstein house. The artwork in John Podesta house, that shit looked crazy. That artwork in John Podesta house looked like them photo shoots from Balenciaga. Yeah, both Podestas. Yep. John, what was his brother name? It was John Podesta. Because John Podesta, I remember that because like wasn't his password? That's how he got hacked. Oh, yeah, it all ties together 1000%. Like I even think whatever Diddy was doing ties in with whatever Epstein was doing, right? I got this theory that you Epstein was kind of like the he was like the more upper class oligarchish people. That's who he would compromise. right? Then you had Diddy who would do, the boule, right? The boule blacks and celebrities, right? And then like Harvey Weinstein would probably kind of try to get all of the fucking movie stars and shit, and then they kind of just work together. Like again, catch one, catch all. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Birds of a feather flock together. That is true. The Baldwins, probably, probably, probably. Charlize Theron, I wouldn't put it past her. Ain't she the one that like turned her little boy into a little girl or some shit, or both her little boys into little girls, or something crazy like that? The Kardashians, maybe. Yep, yep. At least two. I'm gonna say Kim might have went to that island. I started researching things like Pizzagate when I learned about both. Was it Bohemian Grove? Yeah, here in California. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bohemian Grove was crazy. The first time I heard about Bohemian Grove was, I want to say that Bill Cooper talks about it in his book, Behold a Pale Horse, and then Alex Jones like allegedly infiltrated Bohemian Grove and got all that weird shit on fucking camera. Oh, Kris Jenner, yeah, Kris Jenner. I'm sure Kris Jenner's she's the devil. Oh man, that shit is crazy. Jimmy Kimmel, Kevin Spacey, I think 100% been there. Jimmy Kimmel, yes. I don't like Jimmy Kimmel. I think that's why I'm saying yes about Jimmy Kimmel. Katy Perry, yeah. I think anybody that was fucking with the spirit cooking lady, they've been to that island. Who, Roman Polanski? What are you talking about, Roman? Oh, Nikki's persona. Beyonce says Sasha demons after altars that perform. Roman Polanski might have lived there. I don't know, but I got you. Rihanna? You think Rihanna went? I don't know. You think Rihanna went to the island? I don't think so. I put her up there with Kevin Hart and Adam Sandler. You know, Johnny Depp's ex. Yeah. What's her name? She crazy as hell. Didn't she like shit in the sheets or something crazy? I remember when my man Legal Mindset was covering that shit. That shit was wild. Yeah, Roman was the name of Nikki. Yeah, that was her alter ego, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. I hope Kevin ain't on it. I don't think him or Adam Sandler's on there. I don't think Rihanna's on it. The politicians. All right, Rudy. What politicians you think on the list? Right. We said Obama. We said HW. No, HW too old. W. I think W been there. Obama been there. Biden been there. Who else you think been there? You fuck around, find out Cory Booker, his punk ass probably been there. Ted Kennedy, I guarantee Ted Kennedy went before he died. Who else? Who else would be there that don't want that shit? Mitch McConnell. Who else you think? Nancy and Schiff. I think even if Adam Schiff went to the pedophile island, he wouldn't get no play. I think if Adam Schiff went to the pedophile island, he wouldn't get no play. He that much of a fucking lame. Nancy Pelosi and her husband. I'm gonna say Nancy Pelosi and her husband. Nah, I think Bernie got. I think is communistic as Bernie is. I don't think Bernie Sanders went to the island. So what do we do when they drop those names? That's a good question. That's a really good question. What do we do when they drop those names? Let's just say they do drop the names, right? That's a good question, right? What do we do? I think people that support those people no longer support those people. You know what I mean? Until they're exonerated, if they're exonerated, I think that they should be locked up. Not locked up. They need to be thoroughly investigated. Because, like I said, the list of the people that been on the plane, they still got plausible deniability. They still can say, "Yo, yeah, I just caught a ride with him. I just went," but I never was involved in any of that shit. We need concrete evidence that they was doing some fucked up shit, though. We can't lock them up for being on the plane, unfortunately. I think we got to look at him with heavy skepticism. Magic Johnson, oh Lord have mercy. I hope he didn't go. Oh Lord have mercy. Magic Johnson with everybody compromised. Pam said she got the videos, but she's not going to release it. I'm not going to say she's not. I got a strong feeling that she's not going to release it. Am I losing focus, Rudy? Hold on. I'm just reading that shit to jump. Do not take your eyes off the target. Only names that are important are politicians and businessmen and actors or smokescreen. I agree. I completely agree, Rudy. I completely agree. I completely agree with you. That's what I was saying. Like in the beginning of the stream, I'm like, the names that we're going to get are going to be inconsequential um, to the big picture. You know what I mean? There'll be names that they feel like are expendable and have nothing to do with what's really going on in the world. I completely agree with you. But I think that's what we're going to get from this list today. Whatever they release today, that's what we're going to get. Is that Trump on a rampage? If she don't, he gonna fire her and put in an acting AG that will. Nah, I mean Trump is on a rampage, but I don't think he gets rid of Pam Bondi. I don't know, man. Like yesterday, I was saying that I didn't think anything was going to come out, and if anything came out, it'd be some like just breadcrumbs or expendable people. I think that's what we're going to get, but we won't know until it comes out today. But Rudy's got a point. Like politicians, congressmen, and women who've been on that island, you know, I just it's I don't think we'll get those names. I don't think we're going to get those names. You never been to Stone Edge in a while? I don't think we get any important names. I could see that. There's always chestnut checkers, you know. You know what I mean? I look pressed about what the list coming out. I don't have any high hopes about it. I said that already, so I'm not pressed about it. I already said I don't have any high hopes that we're gonna get anything substantial. So I'm not pressed about it. Who was the president when Epstein offed himself? What's that got to do with anything? Two, you think Epstein killed himself? Y'all really think Epstein killed himself? Oh, goodness gracious. Wait until Michael Rubin gets in trouble. Uh-oh. They'll give you a couple of crash dummies and not politicians and corporate entities. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah, we just want to know. We want to know the truth, but we're not going to get it though. We're not going to get it. This reminds you of the Durham report. You know what? You got a point, Haram. You got a point. This does kind of remind. It does kind of give you a sense of the Durham report. It does. You're right about that. Now I'm sitting here thinking about that. It does kind of give you that sense. Michael Rubin throws the modern day Diddy parties. Oh Lord have mercy. Mm-mm. Doing reporters for sure. You said you're jaded, man. I don't know. We're gonna see, but I don't think we get the list until around till like 8 o'clock ish. Maybe just before 8 o'clock. Cause see, a lot of like the primetime news start at 8. A lot of the big YouTubers and podcasters and streamers start their shows around 8. You know what I mean? So I think that's when they throw that shit out there, so that shit gets disseminated really fucking quickly. Just in time for Sean Hannity. Yep. Just in time for Sean Hannity. You know that Tim Pool gonna be all over that shit. The quartering's gonna be all over that shit. HJ and Unc gonna touch on it. They not gonna. I don't think they spend a lot of time on it, but they gonna touch on it. Especially if it ain't shit really in that, they not really gonna fuck with it. Um, damn. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. Hannity be on there with his CIA. I take Hannity with a grain of salt. He be on that. He be on TV with this little CIA pin on his lapel and shit. But I think some of the people serve a purpose, right? I still be skeptical of Sean Ryan. Like I think Sean Ryan is just a new version of the Mockingbird media. They just now they going social media division. You trying to go to New York Friday night at the Grifties? What's going on in New York that night? Or you just trying to go out? You just trying to go to New York? You might have to pay that $9. You might have to pay that $9 to get in. Oh man. Oh, I do got a hat in here. Hold on. I hate when my hair not cut, yo. People be thinking that I'm bald and shit. People be thinking that I'm bald. Like I'm hiding that. Oh, you're balding. No, I got a nice head of hair. Just need a cut and throw some fucking grease in it or something. Yeah, Digital Mockingbird. I like that. Yeah, him and the other dude with the hair. There's a couple of them out there that I think is like controlled opposition. But how far? Cause like it's gonna take me 3 hours to get to New Jersey, to Orange, New Jersey. It's gonna take me 3 hours to get there. You flying in, right, Pro? Or you driving? You driving, Pro? You flying in? I know my wife need to hurry and make her fucking mind up if she going in that. I mean, I guess it don't matter if she don't go. Like she's like, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go, I want to. I can't flip this one twice. I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. I'm like, all right, well, nigga, then come on. So my daughter, she got. You think you gonna fly? Okay. My daughter, she got some dance competitions and stuff going on that weekend, so we gotta play it by ear. Anyway, we got 75 in the building. Let's get 75 likes, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Help me get to 5,000 subs. Right now, we at like 4,220 something. Let's get to I want to get to 5,000 subs, guys. Also, yo, what y'all think? I've been thinking about doing a morning show. Not this morning show, but like, I'm talking about 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Like I would do my show at night. I would still do a nightly show or a night show on Mondays and Thursdays, but like how I'm doing this right now, instead of doing the drive to the car, through drive to work at 7 a.m., I would go into the studio, do my show till 8 o'clock, and then you know get out the door for work, get my son out the door and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's what I've been thinking about. You know, you know, Stoned Ape Vibe Test. Who See, this is when you know, like, stoned ape vibe test. I don't believe in the stoned ape theory, sir. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Oh, you can't see my hoodie. Oh, I'm sorry. What's that hoodie say? Oh, yeah, the hoodie says Jesus saves, sir. Don't come in here with that nonsense, please. Appreciate you. Trump was flying around during his campaign in Epstein's old plane. Here y'all go again. Just making shit up. Making shit up. I gotta cut that shit out. That's why people don't like. That's why people don't fuck with the trolls. You know what I mean? That make yeah, Holden coffee with Cannon followed by a rise and grind or rise and shine, whatever it is with Unc. That'd be dope. So like, cause Unc go live at like 8 o'clock, right? So if I went from 7 to 8, and then I pushed the audience to Unc at 8, right? That'd be dope. That'd be slick. And then you got HJ at 2 o'clock with the Griff report. You know, that'd be slick. That'd be slick. Where Haram gonna go? New York though. Like, how far is New York from Orange, New Jersey? I feel like that's a nice little hike. Go Rudy. Rudy want to fuck with the trolls. Rudy want to fuck with the trolls. Rudy want to troll the trolls. We don't need Trump to tell us that. If Trump was really out here in these streets with Epstein, that shit would have, the Democrats would have brought that shit out. They were trying everything to make sure he didn't win. You don't think they would have fucking pulled that shit out of their goddamn utility belt? Come on. Oh, is that it? 35 minutes from Orange, New Jersey to New York? Shit, I'll take that trip with y'all. Let me know. Let me know. When Lisa Rock said he's about to give him the smoke. That is funny. Here you go. They're going to redact anything that shows Trump. No, no, no. Again, y'all still not logically thinking. If they wanted, the Democrats would have released anything they had on Trump regarding Epstein to get him to lose the race or drop out of the race or arrest him. They tried to put him in jail on 35 counts of the same fucking crime that he didn't commit. If they had anything on Trump regarding Epstein being on that island or messing with little kids, they'd have threw that shit out immediately to get him out of the paint. Okay, guys? Like, it's that simple. It's that simple. Again, it's that simple. Nobody would have supported Trump at all. It's ridiculous. I tell you. But yeah, if it's only like it's 40 minutes, I'll take that trip. Shit. Why not? We are trying to go in New York though. I just, man, the only thing that be fucking with me though is like, I can't be strapped in Jersey or New York. I don't like driving. I don't like being naked, yo. I don't like being naked. I can't be strapped in Jersey. I can't be strapped in New York. It's like take a fucking act of Congress just to get a fucking permit, a carry permit in Jersey. Yeah, I can't just not leave. Right, exactly. But I want to keep my goddamn licenses. I got matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I gotta renew my DC license. I gotta renew my DC carry permit. I gotta do that shit ASAP. I gotta do that shit ASAP. Shit. Depending on what time I get up there though. So I probably don't. What time I got in town last time? I think I got in town last time around like 6 or 7. It'd probably be around the same time getting in town. It's around 6 or 7. So it's gonna be a fun time. Y'all want to hang out with us? Uh, HotepNation.com. Hit the Grifties tab. Get your tickets. It's going to be at the Dojo of Comedy. Tiff's Comedy Club is what they call it now, but the Dojo of Comedy. It's going to be a fun time. Saturday, March 29th. We'll honor all your favorite grifters. It's going to be a fantastic time. If Trump was on the list, he would have dipped off the map after the first presidency. That is correct. I feel you. Why not? Hey, Reef, we riding with you, though, yo. You know New York. I don't. And I can't stand driving in New York. I can't stand it. It's a pain in the ass. No, it won't be streamed. So you like the Grifties. Well, last year they put it on the Patreon. So I think that Monday or something like that, I think it went on the Patreon. And the people that was on the Patreon got to see it. And then it came out a couple of months later on Hotep Nation's YouTube channel. Here go Rudy. He said he got that Hawaiian ice. Oh, it's a pizza spot 10 minutes from the hotel. It's going to be a fun time, y'all. It's going to be a fantastic time. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. Make sure y'all come back here tonight, 10:30-ish, after the Hotep's Been Told You podcast. Hotep's Been Told You podcast is on Hotep Jesus YouTube channel, also on HBTY Pod on Kick. After that, come back over here to the Canon Hotep YouTube channel, Canon Hotep Rumble channel, Canon Hotep Kick and X channel to see the after party, guys. My homegirl Bailey, she's going to be hanging out with me tonight. We're going to talk about all this crazy shit that's been going on. Anyway, until next time, it's Canon Hotep saying, be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss. And don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of his own. Worry about today. I'll holler at you.